Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you Excel copy paste. It's just not Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. There are like more options, very useful options we might didn't know or we might never used it. Let's go, let's check it out. So what usually we do, we just do the Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. Let's try that one. For example, if I copy this one as a Ctrl+C, and you're going to do it here in Ctrl+V, and you see it just bring the whole thing with formatting, with the color, whatever it has in the cell is bring the whole thing. But sometimes we don't want the whole things from one place to another place. Sometimes we just want the value only, maybe the only text only, maybe the only formulas only. So how are we going to do that? So let's start with the value. For example, in this cell, it has a formula in there, which is column C times column D, and I don't want to bring the formula. I just need only the value to pass in somewhere else. So let's do that as a Ctrl+C, first copy. Then, for example, I'm going to bring it here. So I want to just bring the value. So what are you going to do? I'm going to right click on it, and you see we have the option copy and paste as same as regular, but there's another option is saying paste specials. If you hover on it, and you'll see the values only. If we do the values only, and you'll see just bring the value as a 30. It didn't bring the dollar sign or $30. It didn't bring the formulas in there, nothing, just a value. Same true for any text too. For example, if we see this line, it has a bolded and it has a link embedded in there for my YouTube channels, but I just want to bring the text only. So I'm going to do the Ctrl+C again or right click copy, whatever it works. And I want to bring it down here as a text. So I'm going to do the right click again, special again, and values only. So you see it did not bring any formulas or any link or anything, just bring the text, no formatting at all. So this is a very useful one. The second one we have is formula. So as I said, there's this column has a sum formula in there, and in this one we have a sum formula which is summing up from row 2 to the row 10. So I just want to bring this formula to another place, nothing else. So what are you going to do? You're going to do the Ctrl+C again, copy that things, and I want to bring it here. I'm going to do the right click, special again, and you see the formula, second option you have, and you're going to do the formula only. Now you see it's bring down the whole formula in here. No formatting, nothing at all. Now if you type some numbers in there just to check its formula is working, and yep, it's working perfectly. So there's a sometimes there's a very complex formula. We don't want to keep typing in it. We just want to bring the formula to the one place to the another, like VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, SUMIF. There's a lot of other formulas, very complex formulas. So this is the one way we can do, just bring the formula to the another place. The fourth one we have is a link to the source. For example, I want to copy these something from here to the another workbook or another Excel workbook or another sheet, but I want to keep the track of the data where it's coming from. So you can do that. Let's do this, for example, this cell. To the Ctrl+C and go to the another sheet, and I want to keep that link that is showing that is coming from the sheet 1, the data. So what are you going to do? You're going to do the same thing, right click, special again, and there's a fourth option. We have the link to source. You're going to click on it, and it's bring the tomato without any formatting or anything. And if you see the formula is showing sheet one. That means it's showing you the where is this data coming from. So it's coming from the first sheet of the workbook. Or you can go to another Excel workbook, and if you copy the same ways, it will show you that workbook name, for example, PSD, and the link of the to the another workbook. So this is very useful too. Sometimes we want to keep it track. Where's the data coming from? The fifth one we have is called source column weight. For example, this column B is very wider than others, And sometimes we want to keep the format same ways to one row or one column to the another place. For example, if I copy this whole row for now to the Ctrl+C, and I want to bring this formatting like column B is wider or C the same formatting and bring to another place. How are we going to do that? We're going to, for example, I'm going to do it here. I'm going to do the right click, special again. And if you see keep source column widths, and if you click on that, this column H automatically expanded to match with that our source formatting to this column B. And it's all not only that, it's also bring that whatever formatting in other cell has, same in here, and it also bring the data too with that same formatting we want. So this is the very useful tool. Sometimes we need to do sometimes we do notes and something like that, and we want to keep the length of the columns same as the source. So we can do this, very useful. The last one I'm going to show you is that um, we have a data in here in the row, and we want to bring that to the column ways. Like instead of row, we want to pass these things on the column ways, like this way. So how are we gonna do that? So again, we're gonna do the Ctrl+C or copy, right click copy, whatever works for you. And you're gonna go a specific place that we want to, and you're gonna do the right, specials, and transpose row and column. If you click on that, this row became all as a column. See if I go a little bit right. So this became there as a column. Sometimes we want to rearrange our tables or our data in a different shape instead of the row. Instead of the row, we want to bring them to the each column. So that this is very, very useful tools. Sometimes we also want to bring the whole table to the another place or another sheet. We can still use that same formulas like values, whatever it works best for you. So for example, if I do the values, it did not bring any formatting or anything, just the values to in here instead of bringing the whole tables. So I hope you likes it. If you like it, please give me a like or share. And if you have any other formulas you want to know, put it in the comment. I'll try to make another videos. Enjoy.